What do you think?
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
You're dead meat! Go ahead and laugh, you guys. If I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Welcome to the Dead Meat Podcast, your horror safe haven. I'm James.
And I'm James.
And we're buddies who like to watch movies together. You may notice something a little different this week. Chelsea's not here. First time ever
on the Dead Meat Podcast?
Yes. Because there have been episodes she's done without me, like reading stories.
Sure.
This is the first Dead Meat Podcast episode without Chelsea or Rebecca. And we are doomed.
Yes, I am a poor substitute.
We'll see. Chelsea is taking a little bit of time off. And so you have 3 episodes coming your way with the Jameses, starting with this one.
We're going to have some fun.
We're going to try to. We have been trying to determine what to do for these 3 episodes without Chelsea. Mm-hmm. And we're actually going to watch Red State, the Kevin Smith horror thriller from 2011 that neither of us has ever seen.
No.
But we were both Kevin Smith fans growing up.
Oh, yeah. We are
huge ones.
Right in the sweet spot, I feel like, for Kevin Smith.
I mean, I feel like you could go 5 years older and still be
There's
in
a window.
Zone. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
But Ben's pointing at himself. You were also a Kevin Smith fan?
I'm the 5 years older.
Younger,
sorry.
On the other side. Yeah.
But really, you were
I like Clerks. Clerks rules.
Oh, yeah. Well, Clerks does.
Well, everyone likes Clerks. Were you a Mallrats fan?
I like Mallrats. I like Chasing Amy.
Okay.
I don't like Dogma. That's my...
No Dogma.
I'm not a Dogma fan.
Okay. We're not sure if you can hear Ben, who's not mic'd right now, but he is serving the Graessle role. He does the same thing over on the Dead Meat Games podcast, What We Play in the Shadows, which is a couple episodes out.
It's a good title.
It is a good title.
Thank you. It was mine.
But we didn't bother putting Ben on camera because Ben didn't watch what we did end up going with, Cube.
Yes.
Because Red State we went to go watch and realized you can't watch it anywhere.
I sent James a message last night when I was going to watch Red State, and I was like, where do I watch this movie?
You can't rent it?
No, there's nowhere to watch this movie.
So, we could have pushed and gotten the DVDs and watched, but then we were like, but then none of you would.
Nobody can watch it. That was a great point you made, yes.
Mm-hmm. If you can't watch, you're probably not going to watch the podcast episode.
No.
But you can watch Cube, which I chose because Graessle has always mentioned Cube.
Yes, early days when Dead Meat was in its infancy and you were discussing horror movies and things. Cube was one of my few horror movie touch points because in college, we had... my roommates and I had a Comcast, cable subscription. Not a subscription back then, just cable.
Just cable.
And there was an on-demand channel called FearNet.
Okay.
And I looked up FearNet because I was curious what the deal was with it. And it was...
still going strong.
No.
No, of course not.
No, it is not. FearNet shut down in 2014.
Okay.
It got absorbed into Chiller.
Oh.
Yes.
I know Chiller.
Yes. So it started off as a Comcast-owned on-demand channel that had horror content, horror movies, and like reruns of like Tales from the Crypt and stuff. So it was a bunch of like shitty B and lower horror movies that were available for free on demand. And one of my roommates would just like watch all these shitty horror movies. And for whatever reason, Cube was one that we like got in on, and all of us watched Cube and Cube 2 Hypercube. I don't think I at least watched the third one. But there were a couple others that were just terrible, and there were all these like same era of like 90s cheap horror movies where like, a varying production value. But Cube stood out. And now having rewatched it, I think there's a reason Cube stood out. It's not bad.
I like Cube a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times before. This was probably my 3rd or 4th time watching it. And it's not one I watched growing up. My first time was probably 2018, like after Dead Meat had started.
Sure.
Hearing like, just exploring all the movies I hadn't seen. And yeah, it's from 97 originally, dispersed out and through the world through 98, 99 from Canada. Did like poorly in Canada, and then some French guy was like, "Oh, it will play well in my country," and then that's my
Did
French.
it?
It did. It made a few million.
All right.
And then like I think it won the top award at TIFF when it came out.
Really?
Like yeah, it had some acclaim. The director, he's an Italian guy, right? He was actually born in Detroit.
Oh,
but moved
nice.
back to Canada when he was like 1 year old. So, that makes sense. But he would end up going to make Cube was his debut film, Vincenzo Natali, and he would end up making, amongst other things, Splice, which I don't know if you know what Splice is, but
I've heard of Splice.
Ben's giggling with a worried look on his face because Splice is a very weird movie with Adrian Brody. I forget who else is in it, but they make a weird cat daughter who ends up growing up really fast and then getting hot in like a cat person kind of way. And then it's weird.
All right.
It's weird. You know what? Splice walked so Avatar could run. Splice might have come out after Avatar, actually. Like a year after Avatar, I think.
Yes, I think 2009. So yeah, a year after the first one.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to revisit Splice and see what that is like. But probably nothing like this movie, which is very low budget, very small cast. It's very literary. I think a lot of these discussions between the characters this could take place on a stage, honestly. And it basically does because it's a single location. These people wake up trapped inside a cube, and there are hatches on all walls and floor and ceiling of the cube, and they can go open the hatch, go into another cube, and same thing, rinse and repeat. Some of those cubes, a lot of those cubes, booby-trapped, get killed. So it's like a death game movie. It's a survival horror film. Very low budget. They actually only had a single cube set.
I was wondering how many cubes they had.
1.5 cubes.
Okay.
For the
they
shots.
would have had to have something to shoot into.
Yes, when they're like looking into one cube from another.
I figured 2 at most.
And that's exactly what it was. It was
Yeah.
1.5. And they couldn't shoot in order because the cubes have different colors as they're going through it. So they had to shoot all the blue cube stuff and then all the green cube stuff.
Because I presume those would have been like physical like gels on those panels. And you wouldn't have just been able to like press an LED button and change colors of the lights. That was not an option in 97, 96.
No, I think it was made like under $1 million. It's like very low budget. $350,000 Canadian.
It's all on the screen.
It is.
Yeah.
I think the one cube they have, the production design is great.
Great.
The acting's not great.
Nope.
Very bad amateurish acting.
I don't know. I wrote down at a couple points. I wasn't sure how much of it was the actors and how much of it was the script and the direction. I think that I'd be curious to know how these actors would do. I mean, I don't think anybody went on to be famous or anything, but I'd be curious to know if these actors were like more capable than Cube showcased.
Sure. A few of them have done other horror stuff.
Okay.
Wayne Robson perhaps, plays Ren.
Yeah.
He
seemed like a real actor.
He did.
Yes.
And he is in the Wrong Turn movies, the first two, as Maynard, who's the guy at the gas station, the one who's kind of like peripherally. I think in the second one it's revealed he's their dad, maybe. I think he's missing a lot of teeth. He's just like a guy at a gas station in like rural Appalachia, if that paints the picture. Also, he is known, according to Wikipedia, known for playing the part of Mike Hamar, an ex-convict and sometimes thief on The Red Green Show.
Oh, fun.
So, sad Chelsea's not here.
So, real actor.
Yeah. And then the other guy who is also known for, at least to me, Wrong Turn, Julian Richings. He's just in that opening scene in Cube.
Oh, okay.
Or like opening kill.
Yeah.
Julian Richings is known to other people probably best as Death in Supernatural. So, yeah. He's in other things. He's in Beau is Afraid. He's in The Witch as the judge in the very beginning.
Sure.
Who, like, casts them out. So he works a lot. He's a very good character actor, but he's only in the opening scene of Cube.
Yeah.
Spoiler, he dies. And then the only other person who I have seen stuff in, Nicole DeBoer. Oh, no. She's the younger one. The older woman, the middle-aged woman, the doctor.
Yeah.
Nikki Guadagni. She's in something you've seen.
That name was familiar. What is she in?
She is Aunt Helene in Ready or Not. She's the old battle axe in Ready or Not.
Whoa.
Brown-haired niece, you continue to exist. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, like, seeing that is awesome. Like, 20 years later,
all right.
I'm doing that.
Nice.
But, yeah.
So there you go. That lends credence to my theory. It's
That-
script and direction more than the actor's ability.
Sure, and the script, the reason it's hard to act these lines out is because the dialogue's not good.
Yes.
But I think that serves a purpose in that this is, like I said, very literary. These are characters presenting points of views and arguments in this theoretical position they want. It's very Kafka-esque, the whole thing. It's people talking about bureaucracy and conspiracy theories and why they're there, and like there's morality at play and like what's the right thing to do, et cetera, et cetera. So it doesn't bother me, the dialogue or the acting, too much. Sometimes the acting's a little bad, but I'm mostly just enjoying watching these characters, you know, have this conversation and try to figure out how to get out of this dire situation they're in.
You mentioned it's kind of like a play, and now thinking about it, it would be a really cool stage show if you could do cubes.
Yes.
It could be a really cool thing to see
If you
on
could
stage.
find a way to have them go through a hatch into another cube.
Yeah.
In a way, maybe it like rotates or something
Yeah.
as they go through. I don't know, but I bet they could figure it out. They do cool
sure.
shit on
Yeah, I
stage,
mean, you could do some really incredible things. It'd be a pretty neat stage show because, it's so sparse. It is very, pontificating and
strong points of views,
Yes,
arguing,
definitely
butting up
strong
against
points
each
of
other.
view, yeah.
Because like the characters here, you kind of have really 5 main characters because 2 of them die, but like there's like a cop who puts himself in charge. There's like a more nihilistic guy who doesn't see the point of doing it all. There's like a doctor who's also kind of a conspiracy theorist, a mathematician so like they all have roles and, again, points of views that they are able to articulate and argue when they come into conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that I do think that it is somewhat to the detriment of the movie because they are just archetypes.
Oh, Molly, are you coming to do the podcast even without Chelsea? You like the podcast that much?
Oh.
Wow.
She's coming to Chelsea's seat.
She's confused.
Oh,
Wow.
Marty.
What a treat.
Because these are such just like archetypes, kind of, they're not full characters.
Yeah.
You know, like they exist to espouse a certain point of view, and they don't have complete, you know, like they try to shade in some backstory and some personal details, but that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
You know, like nothing very little of what they do, like compared to like Saw, like there's a lot, I think there's some similarities to Saw.
Yeah.
And so much of what happens, even in the first Saw in the bathroom, is informed by who the characters are outside of the bathroom. And I think that very little of what the characters do in the cube is informed by who they are outside of the cube, other than just their like job.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch, though.
Yeah, totally.
It did spawn 2 sequels. I have not seen them. Cube 2 Hypercube, as Graessle will let you know.
It's just fun to say.
Yeah. And then I don't know if Cube 3 has a subtitle. I wonder if it's like a cube and then like cube.
Oh, like cubed.
Yeah. Because Alien 3 has the superscript 3. So maybe Cube 3 also does the same thing. But I've not seen those 2. I'm interested in seeing them. I can't even imagine what they are, given what this movie is and how it ends, but I'd be curious to check them out. But this first Cube, I would say is...
The third one is actually a prequel. Oh, Cube Zero.
Oh, wow.
So,
Interesting.
2004. That'll be something.
But yeah, I would say Cube is maybe 2 levels down when you're digging for horror gold. It's not like that top tier level of classics that like you've got to see because everyone knows them, and it's probably not the next level down where it's like, oh, you're a horror fan, you've seen the big ones, well, now you can start watching these. It's probably the next one down.
It felt to me like a great summer movie rental. Like, you know, this is an experience that doesn't exist anymore. You're, you know, at the video store with your buddies and you're browsing the racks and you're like, I don't know, Cube.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a similar experience with Night of the Demons. Yeah.
You watch Night of the Demons?
I've seen Night of the Demons. Yeah.
Oh,
In that
fuck,
exact
dude.
scenario, like a summer sleepover situation.
You've seen the lipstick scene?
The lipstick scene. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me. I don't think Chelsea's ever seen that one. Wow.
Yeah. I did not enjoy it at the time.
I watched it recently. It's not great. It's got the lipstick scene.
Sure.
That's it. Kind
That's
of.
it. That's all I got going for it. But Cube had the same vibe to me of like, low budget, good time, not low stakes.
Those are such different movies.
very different movies. Very different movies. But,
Yeah.
something you'd grab off the rack at the video store.
For sure. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Let's discuss.
All right.
It opens with this guy Alderson waking up in the cube. Sam on all the sides. He opens the hatch and goes into another cube, and then you get the disorienting shots right off the bat because I think he opens the one on the floor, and then we get a shot looking up at him looking down into it, but it's not even like him on the bottom edge of the opening hole. It's like him on the side edge looking through. So it's already disorienting, and which makes sense because these characters are going to get kind of lost trying to make their way through these cubes. But as he tries to make his way through the next cube, he just all of a sudden splits into pieces, which I think looks great.
It does.
The body splitting.
Yes.
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 And then it reveals that like a metal grate had swung down and with a bunch of like cubed metal wires that sliced through him. The metal gate then folds up into itself, and that looks kind of bad. Molly, just lock yourself in.
She did.
Molly, you're never going to escape the cube this way. When the gate like folds up into itself, that's the level of CG we get in this movie a bunch of times.
It's a very like video overlay. It does not look great.
It's like T2 graphics on a tenth of the budget.
Yeah.
It's like just that era of visual effects. But I think it's a fun little cold open that establishes the danger of the place.
Definitely.
And
the actual like cubing of him is good. Like that was very, I think it's probably the best kill in the movie.
The next one's also pretty good.
That's true.
But those two are very good.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why, between the traps that they're in and that level of gore for some of the kills, I do think a lot of people compare it to Saw, at least lightly. Just like
it's adjacent. I can see how people would make that comparison. Like early on, I was like, oh, this is very Saw. It goes in a different direction.
Yeah. Little title card. Looks like it's coming out of milk. Like little pieces just emerging from white. And then we're into another dude climbing into a hatch. It's Quentin, the cop, is climbing into a hatch, and there's another guy already in this one passed out. And the guy who is there is, what's his name?
Worth,
that's right.
Yeah.
All of them are named after prisons.
Yes, I noticed that.
I didn't notice it, but I read it. So Levin, there's a character named Levin and a character named Worth. That's Leavenworth.
Yeah,
And
San Quentin.
Oh, yeah. Quentin is, I guess we're in the spoiler section. So Quentin ends up being a real asshole.
Yeah, he does.
Which I find interesting because he's the first character we meet and follow.
Yes.
After the cold open.
Right.
So like, and he's, he takes charge. So I think you're just
predisposed to think of him as the main character.
Yeah, you're inclined to be like, oh, here's our hero.
Yeah.
And I like that the movie is like, yeah, he thinks he is.
Yes.
But he's a total asshole.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think subverting that is, they do a decent job of that. But he gets, we'll talk about it, but he gets so cartoonish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like he starts to turn pretty early. And you also have the doctor who we'll meet in a minute, who like the whole movie right away is basically like a cab, like
yeah, for sure.
And it's just, it's interesting. I wonder if the movie in the 90s, that was a more like subversive twist that the cop was a villain than it is watching it now.
Yeah, but I mean, this post Rodney King.
That's true, but a Canadian.
Yeah.
But still. I'm sure they have their share.
I think it might take place in the U.S. because they question if they're in New Mexico, don't they?
They're
like,
do.
oh, are we in the desert? And they talk
Yeah.
about the military-industrial complex. I don't know
Right.
how big of a problem that is up in Canada. So
Right.
it might take place in the U.S. I'm not sure. It's never specified.
No.
But they do say Z.
Yes.
Giving themselves away when they're
There's
XYZ.
there's an oot too. yeah.
But yeah, I definitely had that thought as this movie went on and the cop became a bad guy and she calls him a Nazi. I'm like, dude, this came out today. People would be saying it's woke.
Yep. Oh yeah.
People would be saying it's woke, but here we are in 97 doing it.
Yep.
He's trying to figure out how they are here and they see another hatch opening and he like gets to the side of it. It's the doctor coming through. He almost RKO's this doctor.
It's so
He
funny.
He like jumps up and almost grabs her by the head and like, yeah, basically RKO's her out of nowhere. But
There's a few body tosses in this movie that are just absurd.
there's one later where it's like the fucking Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Him throwing Jazzy Jeff out, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're collecting all the characters. So we've got Worth, who's a guy who's like, I don't know, he's doesn't seem too inclined to be trying too hard to do anything. Quentin, who's very take charge. He's the cop. The doctor is what's her name?
Oh God. I don't know if I wrote it down.
Holloway.
Yes.
Yes, Holloway. And then they find another younger woman, Levin.
Yeah.
Who they see like, and this is like right off the bat, the acting's kind of bad because he sees her through through the hatch in another cube, and she starts moving. He's like, "Stop! Don't move!" And her face is it's like she's a sketch comedian in a sketch on stage. Like her face like just stops. Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, we gather up all the characters, and there's Ren is the other guy. He is Wayne Robson from Wrong Turn. He is like an escape artist.
Yeah. The older grizzled guy.
Yeah. Little guy who like you see him at the bar and you're like, dude, do not piss that guy off.
Yeah.
He will shank you and just walk away like it's nothing. Worth kind of looks like Quentin Tarantino, I think, sometimes.
I get it.
Like a sad Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, sure.
But he's not Quentin. That's the other character.
Yeah.
Also, we get Holloway. Did you catch the line that she says?
Holy cats?
She does say, holy cats, holy, holy cats.
Yes.
After that, at 7 minutes and 45 seconds into this movie, you know what she says?
I'm a doctor.
What?
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did write down, because I had earlier written down it's very Saw, and then when she said I'm a doctor, I said she's a doctor, it's Saw.
Yes, it is Saw.
Yes.
So our escape artist Ren figures out pretty quickly that like, okay, we have booby traps in these. How do they know that there are booby traps right away? I feel like Quentin kind of figured it out.
When we meet Quentin, he is injured.
Oh.
And he says, I started to go into another room and got cut or whatever it is.
Okay.
So he's the one who is able to tell the rest of them
Like,
that
be careful.
yes, don't go in there. It's trapped.
Okay.
Yes. And then I think Ren knows because
Yeah.
he's already doing the boot thing. And,
Yeah, he comes through and is like already on his way through these cubes. So
Right.
the boot thing is they're like throwing a boot. They're all dressed in the same attire.
Yeah, very prison. It's a jumpsuit. It's uniform. It has their name on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have these boots. And so before walking into a new cube, they throw the boot in and it might get like flame torched or it might get like a sword through it or something. I'm like, okay, we can't go that way.
Yeah.
But obviously limited number of boots to do that with. They don't know how they got there. I think the doctor says that she was eating pierogies. And
Yes.
the subtitles did not spell pierogies right.
No, they did not.
Polish hate crime. Don't appreciate that.
Just so Midwestern, this woman. I was in my comfortable home eating pierogies, and then
Yeah.
they came in and they took me. She's very fixated on them, like, coming into their homes and taking.
Yeah, she doesn't remember that happening.
No, but the assumption of the, like, invasion of privacy, I feel like, is very another part of her character as this, like, conspiracy theorist, like, skeptical of the government, untrusting,
which is interesting because she's a free clinic doctor.
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess that's not a government-owned thing.
Not necessarily.
If it were in Canada, maybe. I actually don't know how it works up there either, exactly.
Would love to find out.
But like her character does is very much like the government is behind this. It's
Yes.
the military-industrial complex. Whereas Quentin is more like it's a rich guy.
Yeah.
Who do you compare it to? Scaramanga.
Scaramanga
from
in Gold Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
And he says it so matter-of-factly, like, you know Scaramanga, right?
Yeah. I guess that only would have been like 20 years old in 97. So
That hurts.
it'd be like referencing Saw.
Yeah, I also said, and there's a cop plot. It's Saw. There's not a cop plot, which was a disappointment.
No, there is one plot, and we are following it.
Yep,
And
the whole time.
we never leave this cube, just so you know. We're in the cube the whole fucking movie, which I think is fine. Original early drafts did have more stuff outside the cube, but he wanted to make it lower budget, easier to shoot, so they just really narrowed in on it. I think originally they also had food and drink, but they took that away to add the urgency of having to get out of the cube before they die of starvation and dehydration, which is a information given to them by the doctor, because everyone kind of has their own purpose, and she can provide like, okay, we have this long to last without food or drink.
Right.
Levin, the younger girl, I think the actress is in her late 20s, but I think she's supposed to be like a college student.
Yeah.
Because like
Maybe a PhD student, maybe.
Well, I don't know, because they make a kind of a big deal later on about Quentin obviously becoming attracted to her and trying to like have a relationship with her. And they're like, oh, you like younger girls.
Yeah.
But I think his actor is like 33 and she's like 27. And that's not like a weird gap.
No.
So I'm assuming the characters are maybe he's supposed to be older and she's supposed to be
She's
younger.
supposed to be like an undergrad. Yeah.
I thought he was older. I was like, that guy's 33. But, no
Big
offense to that
guy made to, he's all stressed out.
He's got the mustache.
Right.
Mustache will always do that to you. Yeah, Ren is kind of their way through these right now. He can detect like hydrogen sulfide as because one of the rooms, it doesn't react to the boot.
Yeah. But it's like Terminator time travel rules where like clothes won't go through, but only organic matter will. That's so like it's like only the organic matter will trigger the gas, but not the.
Well, it's because hydrogen.
Oh, it's the sweat.
Sulfide is a gasotransmitter naturally produced within human skin to regulate inflammation, cellular growth, and wound healing.
Okay.
This is a real thing.
Oh wow!
I think-
did not expect it to be a real thing.
I think a lot of this movie
is accurate.
It's
well researched.
They had a math consultant to make sure that the dynamics and schematics of the cube were accurate.
Wow.
Like mathematically.
I mean, I guess you'd have to. That's a big linchpin of the movie.
Math is a big thing in this movie.
Yes.
Basically, knowing math is a superpower in the cube.
I do like that detail, given that it is cube. Like it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a very mathematical shape.
Yes.
I guess they all are, right? What's the least mathematical shape?
Oh, any math nerd is going to go nuts in the comments.
What shape just says least like math?
Would you count a line? That's probably the simplest math.
No,
involved
lines are
in a
on
shape.
graphs all the time, dude. I'm going to say oval.
Any shape, though. But
I'm going to say oval.
sound off, mathematicians.
Right? Oval? Oval just seems like the reject. The oval's getting like the C in math class. The other shapes are doing much better. Like, circles got plenty of shit to get into, like pi and shit. You know?
There's all kinds of triangle shit.
Triangles, yeah.
Forget about it.
And then
I did. I forgot all of it.
I know. I used to know stuff like that. You get older and you forget. But yeah, Ren, I love him. Quentin realizes like, oh fuck, you're Ren, the Ren.
You're the Wren, and his name is with an R, and the Wren is like the bird, W-R-E-N.
And he keeps saying like Renus, and finally
Yeah.
Ren's like, it's Ren. I'm French, you fucking idiot.
I see. This is a thing that stood out as possibly bad direction for me, because Ren says that he's French, and then when he ultimately goes into the wrong room and triggers a trap, and which we're about to talk, he goes into the wrong room and he triggers a trap, and he recognizes it right before it hits him.
Yep.
And he says "merde."
Yeah.
But he says it with a full, I guess, North American, not American, but Canadian English accent.
Yeah.
There's no shred of French
Not
at
at all.
in his performance.
Merde.
And I wonder if that was just something that was written and then a direction that was not given, or if they tried the accent and it was
Maybe he
not
couldn't do
good.
it.
Because that is a thing in...
Yeah, he's just like, Merd.
Right. And then like, because in Star Trek Next Generation, Patrick Stewart's character is Jean-Luc Picard, and they tried him with a French accent.
Really?
Yes.
I never thought about I knew his name was that.
And he's like from France and like,
wow.
yeah. But they were like, no, this is insane. This is a cartoon. He cannot do this. He cannot speak like this.
So they just said, fuck it.
So they said, fuck it. And they had him do his English accent. So I wonder, I'd be curious to know, did they try the accent and it didn't work, or did the director, because did he write this too, or is
I
it
think so, yeah.
Or was
Yes,
it just
he
a thing that he wrote as like, oh, this character's French, and then either didn't give that direction, or it just didn't work as an accent dramatically. But yeah, that stood out to me of like, oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah. When he said Merd, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's no lick of French in that.
No.
But he does. He goes into and he has a nice little moment before that where he's like, I'm only stringing you around, like, along for your boots. When you run, like, when that runs out, I'm going to leave you guys. Like, you have to, don't think about anything except for what's right in front of you. Save yourselves from yourselves. Like, it's a cool, like, moment where, like, oh, fuck yeah. And then he gets killed. He gets sprayed in the face with an acid, and his face melts. It's like a concave
Yeah.
head.
Inward.
Yeah, with like fucking foam there. It looks cool. I like it a lot. But yeah, that guy gets killed, and they're a little bit lost without him for a minute. They're trying to figure out what might connect them all being there. Classic thing with this. We see it in Saw movies. Like, what do we all have in common? What might we all know? And Levin's like, I go to school. I hang out with friends. I like to skateboard. She doesn't say that, but what's his name? Worth is like, he's been quiet this whole time, but he whips out this phrase, joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre?
Joie de vivre. Is that like joy of life?
Yes.
I don't think, would that guy know that?
Yeah, that's a common expression.
Is it? Not for me. Not for me. What was it? How do you say it?
Joie de vivre.
God, is it French?
Yep.
Fucking stupid language.
There you go. Ren would know.
Ren would know.
Ren would know.
Joy de vivre. That's how he
Joie
would
de
say
vivre.
it.
Yeah.
Quentin's got 3 kids at home, but no wife. It matters. He's separated from his wife. He possibly beats his kids.
I guess that is his motive. He says that's his motivation for getting out.
Yeah. Whereas
You know,
Worth is like,
he wants to give up. Yeah.
Yeah. Worth's like, I have a nice stash of porn,
Yeah.
which is like magazines.
Yeah,
or
right. Like tapes.
Yeah. But they realize that Levin still has her glasses, even though Holloway's jewelry was removed. So they must have let her keep her glasses for a reason.
For a reason, yes.
Yeah.
I do always like, in situations like this, with like, what's going on? Who did this to us? Putting the pieces together of like, they would have done this for a reason. I always like details like this in stories like this where it's some sort of like unknown situation. I love a detail like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that really adds to the mystery of it.
Yeah, I think the movie is pretty smartly written, just not well written in terms of like, dialogue.
Yeah, it's the dialogue's the problem. Yeah.
Like, it's a cool concept.
For sure.
It's cool problem solving between them all. But yeah, it's just like the dialogue, which like whatever. Again, because it feels so removed from a cinematic film with like more than one location and stuff, like it doesn't bother me. I'm fine with this movie being what it is.
Sure.
Kind of a thought experiment.
I do think the line, and it's right around here, where Quentin says, "Levin, you beautiful brain," sucks.
You beautiful brain.
Like, that line especially, I wrote down to be like, no, this is bad.
It's because she knows math.
It's bad. It's
She's-
delivered bad. It's bad.
She's in college, and somehow he's able to guess. He's like, for math?
Yeah.
I guess because she's a fucking nerd with those glasses.
Right?
Yeah.
Couldn't be any other subject.
But each hatch that they go through, each cube has a series of numbers, a set of 3 numbers. Three
sets of
numbers.
3, yes.
Yeah. So they're like, what the fuck could this mean? And Levin because she's a nerd who likes math, realizes that, oh, if one of these numbers is a prime number, that cube is going to have a trap in it. So then we get like montage of her being like, this is a prime number, trap. This isn't a prime number. We can go through it. And it's like dissolves and voiceovers.
This montage is crazy.
The music is
Yeah.
like, ta, 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 ta. It's like a vocalized like, ta, 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 ta,
the
ta, ta,
the
ta, ta.
voiceover during the montage is this especially wild choice.
I guess I missed breakfast, or lunch, or whatever.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, if we get out of here, I'll owe you dinner.
Yeah. And like it's such a strange choice to have that, like, because all of the like Quentin Levin relationship stuff is during these montages in voiceover.
That's
it's
mostly
such
true.
a strange choice to have. Yeah, except for like, you know, one of the moments in the climax, but like,
Yeah.
it's such a strange choice to have these character moments in voiceover during a montage. And I wonder if they were ADR, if they were choices made in
post,
yeah,
where
to
they're like,
like
oh, we should
move a
shore this
story
up.
forward, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that if it was always intended to be that way, because it's a wild choice if that was the original intent, to not have us on camera, not have those characters on camera where we can see them reacting to each other. Because like my just bias, I guess, against Quentin as a character was like, Levin wants none of this. This is not what this is weird and creepy. But maybe initially that might not have been the case. We don't know because we can't see Levin react to that.
Interesting. I felt that early on she's very much on his side. Maybe
On
not
his side.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, I don't think she's romantically
No.
interested in him, but I think she looks up to him and wants to ally herself with him.
Yes.
Ally herself with him. And be like a clique with him. And she kind of positions herself alongside him against Holloway and Worth.
Yeah.
And the other character that we're about to get to,
Yeah.
who we have not discussed a
Oh
single
my
bit
God.
of,
How
but
are
he's
we
the
gonna
other
do
main
this?
character. And is he there yet? Is he there yet?
I think it's around here, yeah.
Let's see. Yep, here he comes. Is it Kazin?
Kazin.
Kazin. Anyone who has ever seen Dreamcatcher, you ever see Dreamcatcher?
No, that's Damian Lewis, right?
Amongst many others, yes. It's
Yeah.
a Stephen King adaptation, but part of that movie is it Donnie Wahlberg? I don't think it's Mark. I think it's Don. It's a Wahlberg playing a character named Duddits, who is
Like this?
Kazan. Is it Kazan?
Kazan?
Kazaa is more functional than Duddits.
Okay.
They are mentally handicapped characters.
Yes.
Yes. Kazan is.
Kazan is, yes.
He comes through and is making noises, and he like falls through a hatch from the ceiling when
Yes.
they open it, and immediately he's like, "This room's green."
This room is green.
And here's the thing: is Quentin's immediately annoyed by this character, and so is Levin.
Yeah.
Like, Levin by the end of the movie is definitely meant to be a sympathetic character. But early on here, she's like a fucking dick to this character, to Kazaa. And it's really Holloway who is the only one who is like, we gotta take care of him.
Yeah.
Like, we can't leave him behind. I'll watch over him, but like,
She's a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
she's a doctor. She cares for people.
Yeah.
Hippocratic oath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor.
I remembered this character when I started watching this
I
movie.
did not remember
You
this.
didn't remember him?
No, I did not.
I was fretting that he would be worse and more annoying than he is.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
No.
Which is good.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they could have, made this character.
I mean, it's Dustin Hoffman and Rayman.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I think that's what the thought process was.
Yeah.
Was, given what his kind of like contribution to the group ends up being.
Yes, very much so.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But yeah, now he's part of the crew, and Quentin and Levin are not pleased about it. He
No.
is a little loud a little repetitive with what he says. Mm-hmm. And
He has some tics.
he's got yeah,
Yes.
he's doing a thing with his hand.
Yeah.
I feel like the actor, I mean, it's always hard to say with these roles.
Right.
But I don't think the actor was doing anything like disrespect. I think he took the role seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not cartoonish.
No, it is like I think a pretty grounded,
Yeah.
attempted at like a serious depiction.
Yeah.
Duddits can't say the same, but dude, fuck. I wish we could do Dreamcatcher for these, but Chelsea would never forgive me if she wasn't in on the Dreamcatcher. One day we'll show you Dreamcatcher.
That's not Lawrence Kasdan, is it?
Lawrence Kasdan, Jesus, is it?
I feel like.
Wait,
why
no,
do I
you don't,
feel
you
like
don't look it
that's-
up. You don't look it up. You don't get to know because it is Lawrence Kasdan.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Go Blue.
The cast. I'll just give you one more. Jason Lee's in it.
All right. Well, future Dead Meat podcast, Dreamcatcher.
Oh fuck, Dreamcatcher, good stuff.
Speaking of Kevin Smith.
Yes, exactly. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by ZBiotics. So I'll be real with you. Nowadays, after a night of drinking, I don't bounce back the next day like I used to. It was starting to feel like I had to make a choice, either having a fun time or having a good next day. That is until I found pre-alcohol. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. So here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I learned all about this at college. Seriously, it was part of my other degree. And it's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. So pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. You just gotta remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night and then drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. This actually happened recently at the Leviticus after party after the premiere here in LA. I did a short about it. It was at the Black Cat Tavern. It was a really fun time. But I knew that the next morning I had to wake up and record an episode of What's Your Favorite Scary Movie, because those are coming back soon. So since I've had pre-alcohol before, I knew that it would be a smart thing to take one before the after party. And sure enough, I was able to have a great time at the Black Cat Tavern and still wake up early and talk about, yeah, I'll let you know, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors with 3C Films. He's gonna be part of the next season of What's Your Favorite Scary Movie. You know that I have a busy schedule, and you probably also know that I like to have fun. So it's no surprise that ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink has become a mainstay of my routine. You can use it too. Just go to zbiotics.com/deadmeat to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use Dead Meat at checkout. ZBiotics is backed with 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/deadmeat and use the code DEADMEAT at checkout for 15% off. This week's episode is also brought to you by Rocket Money. With prices going up on just about everything lately, being smart with your money isn't just a good idea, it's essential. But managing subscriptions and tracking spending and cutting costs, it can all feel overwhelming. Lucky for you, Rocket Money takes the guesswork out of it so you can easily make smart decisions. Listen, I subscribe to a lot of services that I only need to use once, you know? Sometimes it's to edit a silly picture to post online. Other times it's, I don't know, a program to help me find a weird file that's buried amongst hard drives on my computers. And then what's worse is I have my work email and my personal email, and sometimes I forget that I've already signed up for a service using one email, so I sign up for it using the other. And then I have 2 subscriptions that I'm just automatically paying for each month. This is a true thing. This happens to me regularly, or at least it did before I got Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. It's such a convenient app. You can see all your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. And for the ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. I love that they have a dashboard that just gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. You can even create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. It'll automatically scan your bills and find opportunities to save, and then you can ask them to negotiate for you. It's so good and convenient. They'll even deal with customer service so you don't have to. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/deadmeat today. That's rocketmoney.com/deadmeat. rocketmoney.com/deadmeat. All right, so now they're still walking around theorizing. This is when Holloway is talking about how their tax dollars go to military industrial complex And Quentin thinks it's more like a rich psychopath's entertainment, like Scaramanga. He says, it's my job to read people like an X-ray. He says this a few times.
Yes.
He's very convinced of it.
Of his ability.
Yes.
We don't know, does he ever say if he's a detective? Like, we don't know what kind of
I feel
cop
like he's a
he is.
beat cop, right?
Yeah, right? Like, he's overinflating his copness.
Yeah. This guy's not solving
Yeah.
murder. He's chasing dudes.
Yeah, this guy's not Will Graham.
He's traffic stops. Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
not Will Graham.
Yeah.
Sir, I know Will Graham. You are no Will Graham.
I just wrote politics, exclamation point.
At one point, he's walking through a room that they've cleared and then finds a bunch of like metal wires closing around him.
Yes.
And as they twist shut, he jumps through them and only gets, a little bit cut up in the leg. But he's like, what the fuck? We thought this was clear. We were using the prime number system. Logan Paul's Prime sponsored this cube and told us that it was safe, but it wasn't.
He's the rich guy who put them all in there.
Yeah, dude. No, this is probably a Mr. Beast thing. Mr. Beast presents Cube for sure. I locked 7 people in this cube to see if they could get out before they starved to death. This is when he starts to get real pissed off because they're not making too much progress, and he thinks that Worth is kind of in on it.
I had I did not remember many specifics from this movie. I saw it in 2008. But I had written down earlier, one of these guys is a plant.
Okay.
And then, when they started getting suspicious of Worth, I was like, well, that seems obvious. Mm-hmm. But the reveal is he's not necessarily a plant, but he was part of the construction of the cube.
Of the shell.
Yes.
The outer part of the cube.
The cube that holds the cube,
Yeah,
presumably.
yeah. Yes, the cube outside of the cube. So he knows nothing of the interior. And so this is like the Kafka portion of the film. Because he's like, I don't even think there is a purpose to this. I don't even think the people who ordered it are still around. And I don't think that anybody really knows what its purpose is. But because it got built due to orders from the past and then people getting fired or whatever, it just was a self-perpetuating project that came into being. And then in order to not make it be a waste of money, they found that they had to use it and put people in it. As he's saying this, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And then I realized what it's like, again, I don't know how much Kafka have you read?
All of it.
Oh, I assumed as much. But yes, so much of it has to do with like bureaucracy, and you go to one
trial.
Yes,
Yeah.
you go to one department and they say you got to go to another, and then that department only exists for like some redundant, entirely unnecessary reason. But that's basically what they're going for here. He doesn't even know who hired him somehow. He says he never left his office as he designed the outer shell. Just like everyone that he knows of just designed a part and no one was in on the whole. And I like that Holloway's line about how like you build a widget and then it ends up being a crucial component of a death machine underground, which like is kind of how, I don't know if it actually happens in real life. Probably.
I'm sure it does. I mean, the expression "no conscious consumption under capitalism" is part of our lexicon now.
Sure,
like there's so much more awareness, I think, now of like the structures and systems that are in place that kind of like contribute to these things. And that's what they're commenting on is like, well, we think that all of these people in this cube are innocent in some way. I guess Ren was a criminal. We don't know what he did. But
honestly, it sounded like they would just lock him up and he would get out and that was the crime.
Yeah.
Like he was an escape artist.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fucking Houdini.
right. He went in for like a minor infraction, but then escaped.
Yeah,
And then it
it's
just
like-
escalated.
Yeah.
Unpaid parking tickets, but then he's an escape artist. But like the idea of like these innocent people are in this system, but then by being within the system, they are inherently not innocent. And therefore deserve to be kind of like punished or imprisoned just because of participating in the system like Worth did, is kind of an interesting commentary and an interesting twist on this, on like Saw, again, to make another comparison to Saw of like, John's whole thing is, punishing people who deserve it and all this. So like we don't have that same kind of thing here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of arbitrary, detached nature is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we never find out like,
Anything.
this is what there's no like dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun, and you find out what each of them did.
Right.
There is no reason for
No.
them to be in here. They just put people in it just to use it. A forgotten perpetual public works project.
It was supposed to be like a fountain, like a park. It ends up being the cube.
They just got way too ambitious with their designs. No, you know what?
It's the sequel to The Brutalist.
I was gonna say it's the Bean in Chicago. It's like it was meant to be the Bean, and then they just got a little crazy with it. Yeah, this is when like Quentin starts getting like angry, abusive cop because I think Worth says something about you can't find someone to like beat up, so he just beats the shit out of Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Quentin's voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good voice.
It's a very good voice. That actor's voice. He's got a really good.
But yeah, like when he beats up Worth, the next scene that with Levin talking to Worth, like she doesn't seem very sympathetic towards Worth.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she's very much like, oh yeah, Quentin's the good guy. I'm with him. Like fuck you guys. Until he like goes full
Really
fucking
turns,
psycho. Yeah.
Well, I think at this point there is a little bit of guilty by association with Worth. Like,
That's true. You helped.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck you. You are part of this," even though he kind of wasn't, at least not explicitly
Or knowingly.
Yeah, knowingly, right?
So Levin does some more math and figures out, well, thanks to more information that Worth provided, specifically that the outer shell was 434 square feet. She determines that with each room being 14 by 14, there must be 17,576 rooms in this cube. That's a lot of rooms. It's fucking huge.
It's a lot of rooms.
But she realizes that the numbers on each room are Cartesian coordinates, plot points in a 3D graph. I Googled Cartesian coordinates, and the explanation that I briefly read only confused me more.
I believe it.
Yeah. Use numbers to pinpoint the exact location of a point in a space like a map. Oh, no. This wasn't the confusing part. The later reveal of the numbers.
Oh, with the factorials and
like powers of like, I was like, I think one time I learned this for a test, but that time is long in the past.
Yeah.
So,
Is this why my engineer roommates liked this movie?
dude, it's so math based. Of course it is.
Oh my god!
It
I'm
was
gonna
like-
have to ask them about
It was
that.
them being like, see, it'll come in handy.
It'll get us out of the queue.
They realized that they might only be 7 rooms from the edge if these are in fact coordinates of the cubes saying where they are in the larger cube.
Levin realizing this though is, I think, the worst piece of dialogue in the movie.
What specifically?
Because she says to herself, Levin, you're a genius. Why would she refer to herself by her last name?
Levin, you are a genius.
You wouldn't say, your wife calls you Graessle in front of us.
I'm a unique case.
Maybe she's on the softball team.
I knew you were going to mention that. When I wrote this down, I knew you were going to mention that. I would be like, but you're... Interesting point. No, but like as a, 20-year-old woman or whatever, why is she referring to herself as her last name?
Maybe she's on the softball team and her coach is
And
always
she's
like, Levin!
she's a sporty gal. She's
Sporty
there.
nerd.
She's there on a scholarship. Yeah.
Not the math scholarship,
No,
though.
athletic scholarship, math major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a well-rounded person.
Yeah. She's a Renaissance woman.
They're trying to get to the edge, or what they think is the edge, and the next cube with a trap in it, they realize is a sound-activated
This
one.
was very good.
Yeah, because they open the hatch, they look in, and just like the littlest bit of sound triggers just a bunch of knives and blades and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, but we've got to get to the edge, so I guess let's go through it very quietly. Kazan's with us.
Yeah.
Shit. And this was when I'm like, oh, okay, he's not like he is, he understands things, instructions given to him, because it's like he's covering his mouth.
Yeah.
He makes his way through it very quietly.
Right.
But yeah, good little suspenseful sequence where they just drop the sound out entirely for the movie.
Yes.
As they each have to climb through very quietly to avoid triggering the trap. Quentin's the last one through, and right as he's about to get out, Kazan's like
Yeah.
it's just and it almost gets him. And so when he jumps into the cube, he starts beating the shit out of this poor guy, Kazan.
Yeah. It's like, oh, now we're there. Now it's like, oh, he is a piece of shit. And like, you know,
it's been bubbling up pretty clearly. But he just beats the shit out of this guy. Or at least tries to, I think. Because there's that very weird shot where he like pushes him against the wall, and then it's the shot of like Kazan in the foreground and him behind him, and they're just like their positioning is weird.
Yeah.
But I read that shooting it within this 14 by 14 space,
it must have been a nightmare.
Must have been a fucking nightmare.
There's so many wide angle close-ups.
Yeah.
Which is a weird lens to use, and it has to just be utilitarian. It can't be creative.
It's that there is a creative element. They to give a visual variety to all the cubes. Some of them, when they go in, are shot with longer lenses, and others are shot with wider. Just to, in addition to the colors, just to give it some kind of visual variety, since they're in the same room actually each time. Yeah, and like I feel like Levin is still not really, being sympathetic to Kazan, even as he's like almost getting beat up by this cop. But this is when Holloway calls the cop a Nazi.
Yep.
And then he responds by, "Every day I mop up after your bleeding heart." Bleeding heart liberal. Yeah.
It's laying it all out there.
Yeah, not a lot of subtext, but again, whatever. Oh yeah, you only exist because I like protect you.
Yeah.
But when he goes really into her, like he turns full incel here. He's like, "You got no kids, no man to fuck you. Like, no, you're worth nothing. You're a low value woman." Oh, and he slaps her in the face. I think.
He does. He just slaps her in the face.
Because it's when she's like, "Oh, no wonder your wife left you. You have like a thing for young girls." And he slaps her, and that's when Levin is finally like, "Oh, you're the bad guy."
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be aligned with you. They have reached the edge, though, and they open the hatch, and the shell's there, but there's a big gap, like the gap of basically a cube, so like 14 feet. So they decide that maybe one of them can swing over there. This seems like a poorly thought out plan.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah. So they
is an endless drop.
Yeah, they like look down. It is just a chasm.
Yeah,
with no end in sight. But they're like, let's string our clothes together like we're kids sneaking out when we're grounded, and we'll swing one of us over to the other edge. And Holloway volunteers because she is the lightest,
the smallest. Yeah,
after Levin, but she's willing to do. She also mentions her first name is Helen, which I thought was funny because she plays Aunt Helene in Ready or Not. They tie the rope, and they're like, she's trying to swing off the side to try to get to the shell, and then there's this mechanical rumble that's been happening, and apparently they filmed this on a set near a train station or near a train track, and so like the rumble
was real.
They worked it into the script. They were like, how can we account for this? I guess maybe it inspired something, because I feel like plenty of these times
had to have been planned from the beginning, though. Maybe not.
I mean, it's a big
thing.
Part of it. Yeah. What they realize the rumble is.
Yeah.
But yeah, throughout the movie, they've been hearing like a shaking and a rumbling.
Yeah.
And this happens when she's on this clothes rope, and they all like accidentally let go, but Quentin catches it at the last minute. So he's helping her up, and then he fucking scars her, dude. Totally scars from Lion King's her.
That's all I ever think of whenever somebody does this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we grew up watching Lion King.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
And so like he's about to pull her in, and then he's like, "No, fuck you." And
there's some pretty wild close-ups in this.
Bit.
Yeah, this little exchange. Yeah. Because they're also doing, as I think it's an effort to show them like becoming more and more dehydrated. They start adding like dryness to their lips and stuff, and like, I'm sure this movie was never meant to be seen in high def.
Yep.
But like, it doesn't look the best, but it's effective. But like, so you get this close up now of like sweaty, gaunt, stressed out Quentin as he decides to let go, and it's it's crazy eyes and the whole thing.
falls down into nothingness, and he gets back in the room. And he's like, she slipped.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, Quentin. Why would I have written around this scene, the cube is us?
He says that at some
He does
point.
say it. Okay.
He for sure says the cube is us.
Yes. Okay. I couldn't remember if that was something somebody said or if that was just me having some sort of ridiculous observation at this point in the movie.
Fuck, dude, the cube is us.
That
I don't
would have
know
been
what-
an observation I had in 2008.
Yeah. I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know. He is starting to call Levin sweetheart. Gotta be strong, sweetheart. And
God, it's so gross.
and then Worth is like, wait, should we like sleep? And so there's a sleeping montage
Yeah.
with more of the ta-ta-ta-ta.
I do like, right, because Quentin says an hour and no more. And I immediately thought, there's no way they can know what an hour is. And Worth is like, there's no way we can know what an hour is. It's like, okay, movie, you got me there.
Got me.
You got that one.
Yeah, they take little naps, and then Levin wakes up to being carried by Quentin. He's like, we're just going to go. We're not going to take Worth or Kazan. They're traps. He keeps calling them traps.
Yeah.
Which means something else now.
Yeah.
But they're traps. I see through people like an X-ray. And is this when he is like about to rape her, basically?
I think so.
He's like caressing her.
Yeah,
and, she's like,
and he starts reaching across.
yeah, and she's like, nope, 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 nope. And then Worth catches up with them, and
body slams Quentin out of nowhere.
yeah. But then Quentin beats them with a boot,
Yeah.
or they're like, give us the boot, and because they want the actual boot to like test for traps. And Quentin's like, you don't want the boot, and then he beats him with the boot. He gives him the boot, dude.
Yeah, he does.
But then
man.
they set a trap for him because like they all start going through the cubes, and Quentin's last, and as he's coming through, Worth like slams the door up and like traps his head in there. It's pretty cool. And he's like, go, go, go. And so they get into the like a few cubes ahead, and Quentin's chasing after them, and they set a trap for him so that when he comes in and goes walking towards them, Worth has, I guess, gone through the hatch in the floor, is hanging up by the ceiling of the below cube, and opens the hatch, and fucking Quentin falls down, and then Worth is able to climb back up.
I liked that setting a trap for him within the cubes.
Yeah.
I thought that was really clever, and I like using the floor hatch, to do that. I also think just broadly, the hatches are so good. Like the actual like mechanism of twisting these big long spiky handles, the mechanical way that they move and that they open, and using that to like pin his head. I think that the cubes are very cool.
Yeah, like the door like comes out and then goes down.
Opens up, and like it has this real like tactile feel to it. And I think that as cool as like the cubes are with the colors and everything, the doors I think make it. And without an effective door between each cube, it could get really hokey really fast. And having have this really real doors, I think
instead of just like sliding metal things or something like that.
It really makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And now ultimately pays off and is used to great effect here.
Yeah. So they finally get rid of Quentin. They shake him off, but then they realize that the next cube they go in, they find Ren's body.
This would suck. Like, I don't know how you don't give up.
Yeah.
Now.
Like, oh, fuck, we just went in a giant circle.
Yeah. Because that was like cube 2.
Yeah.
This would just be, I thought, like, how do you not just fall into despair at this point?
I mean, they basically do.
Right. Yeah.
Until Levin realizes, wait, okay, so Ren got sprayed in the face, but then we got his body into another cube. So this is the cube where he died. So that cube adjacent to this one must be the trap cube that he got killed in. But it's not. It is the edge of the cube. The shell is on the other side of a gap. So they didn't go in a circle. The rooms have been moving, and that's what the mechanical rumbling is the rooms moving around, like a slide puzzle or something.
You know what I wrote here?
Huh.
Blueprints.
Oh, Ben's nodding furiously too. The game that stole our lives away from us for a few
early
months.
25, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. some blueprint shit.
Great game.
Yeah, great game. She realizes that the numbers are that are a power of a prime.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what this...
I don't know. There's factors are involved.
Yeah, and then... Oh, wait. No, dude, they haven't gotten rid of Quentin.
I think we were a little bit ahead on the Quentin drop.
Because Quentin's still with them here.
When they figured this out, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
my bad. Because we're going to get the DJ Jazzy Jeff throw in a minute. Because, she realizes, like, oh, wait, the numbers that are the power of a prime are the ones that, like, have a trap. And Quentin's like, okay, figure that out. And she's like, I can't. That's, like, astronomical. There are a bunch of factors involved. I don't know the math, but I think it checks out. But guess what? That's why we got Kaz on here. Because he can do that shit in his head. They just tell him a number, and he's like, 2, 3, 2. And I don't know what numbers are the good ones.
Yeah.
But we get another little montage of him being like, 2, safe. 3, safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just move through a bunch of cubes.
Move through a whole bunch of cubes. And, when they figure that out, though, and she's like, okay, I think this is what determines if a cube is safe. Quentin's like, oh, well, we can test it. And then he just yeets Worth through this hatch.
Because they're out of boots because he threw the boot outside.
That's right. He threw it at Worth and it like went out the hatch.
And it went out the hatch, yeah.
He just throws Worth through it in a way that does not make any sense physically, but is pretty funny when it happens.
Very funny, yes.
Yeah.
Then they set up the trap for Quentin.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it goes through all that stuff that we talked about a little bit too early. But they realize that, I love this, when Levin finds a piece of glass that she stepped on.
Yeah.
And holds it up, and it's part of her glasses, which have been broken this whole time, one of the lenses. And she realizes, wait, if that glass was on this floor, this is the room we started in.
Right.
It's been moving. If we had just stayed here, we'd be here.
We would have just been able to get out. I think this is so interesting because I think this is the only part of the movie that has filmmaking within one of the characters' points of view.
What do you mean?
So when, I might be wrong, but I as far as I remember, when she makes the connection between that being that piece of glass being her glasses, there's like a flash to her realizing that. And it's not, I don't think it's her actually like holding up the glass to her glasses. She might do that, but there's also kind of like a point of view shot of her like connecting the dots. And I think this is the only instance of that in the movie that's not just outside of all of the characters observing them. And I just think that's interesting that there's this one moment of kind of like subjective filmmaking.
Yeah.
That's not that's so out of place within this movie that, as we've been talking about, is very observational of these people and not interior at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. But you got to tell that story somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the big revelation.
Right.
So they realize that the rooms are moving and that one will move to be a bridge to get to the shell.
And that bridges that gap.
Yes. Yeah. It'll bridge that gap that they were trying to like swing through before. So they're in the room, they're waiting for the bridge to come down. And when it does, they like climb through and then, when they climb through into the hatch where they're going to wait for the bridge, things shift again and Kazan doesn't make it through the hatch in time. And so he gets like shifted away. But they can hear him nearby, so they know he's kind of nearby. So they decide to like go back and get him. It's kind of just one more like obstacle in the way of the end film. But it does show that like, now that they
need him.
Well, they need him, and now they like care enough about him.
Right.
Maybe just because he served a purpose.
Right.
I feel like Levin's like, oh, you can do math? Okay, all right.
I can relate to you now through math.
Yeah. I won't leave you to die.
Yeah.
But they get him. They go back there, and then they're about to leave through the tunnel when fucking Levin gets stabbed through the back.
Yeah.
Quentin caught up, and he took a thing off the hatch, that spiky handle thing, fucking stabbed her right through the back, dude.
Yeah.
And, I think she dies pretty quickly from that. but then he stabs Worth in the stomach a bunch, and Kazan's able to get through the tunnel, like the bridge.
Yeah.
And Quentin tries to follow him, but Worth is alive enough to like hold on to his back half, and so he's like halfway through the hatch in the bridge cube when it moves again. And it like, we never see him cut in half or anything, but they do it in a fun little way. You see the smear on the smear of blood on the wall from when the cube moved away.
And then in the next shot, as Worth is like crawling to the center of the cube to like die, you can see Quentin's like leg.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh, that's kind of fun, this implication that his half is there.
Yeah. Got left behind the cube. But like Worth just kind of like crawls over to Levin's body and, presumably dies. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he's in cube too.
I don't remember.
As Kazan makes his way through a very white tunnel and exits the shell? Question mark, because the movie ends.
Yeah.
He has entered the pearly gates.
I suppose, and I guess.
Yeah. That's Cube.
That's Cube.
I really enjoy it.
It's fun. It's dumb. It's not
I don't think
amazing.
it's dumb.
It's not dumb. That's true.
It's smart. It's just...
It might be too smart for its own good.
Oh, I mean, it's no primer.
Sure. That's true. We're just hitting all the college hits right now.
Dude, you ever see Fight Club? Do you know that, like, he's actually him? Like, they're actually one guy?
Crazy twist.
Yeah. Meatloaf's in it.
First rule. All right. We don't have to do Fight Club bits. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed watching it again. I do, like I said, think that it's a really good kind of like summer hangout movie. It's an easy watch. It's not super scary or graphic or anything. Like,
it's much more of like a thought type thing.
Yeah.
I feel like probably similar movies might be like, there's a movie called... was it Triangle? Not the Bermuda Triangle one, but what's the one where like it's like 100 people in like a dark room and it might be Circle. I might have got my shapes wrong. Where like 100 people are there and like they each have to.
Isn't this Beast Games?
It sounds pretty similar, doesn't it? But like at intervals, they have to all determine which one of them gets killed, perhaps.
What they just have to like talk it out and decide?
I think so. Someone will know what I'm talking about.
That's such a movie premise.
It might not be Circle, but I also wonder, like, I never saw that Devil movie where they're on an elevator. You know what I'm talking about?
There's a movie with the devil.
I think it's called Devil, and it's a bunch of people on an elevator.
And one of them is the devil?
I think so, and they have to determine who that devil be.
That's a good movie premise too.
I think it was a film. It was one of those where Shyamalan was a producer, but his was the name that was all over it. So people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm not Shyamalan
sure."
Movie. I think that was called Devil. I might just be getting all my movie titles wrong. Oh no, 2010 Devil.
Okay,
directed by John Eric Dowell. Oh, wait, he does stuff. He did, I think, As Above, So Below, didn't he? Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Devil is 5 strangers who become trapped in an elevator with the devil suspected to be among them. So I just feel like, yeah, these movies like that are less about like the scariness of them and more about like
the slow burn kind of situation.
Oh fuck, what would you do if you found yourself in this
Yes,
situation?
it's a very much like what would you do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Circle is the name of the movie.
Circle is the movie where it's like 100 people and
50.
50
Oh,
people.
50.
Okay. I think
That's
Chelsea,
what was throwing you off.
Yeah, exactly. If I had known it was 50. I think Chelsea and I did a commentary track for that like back in like 2018. So, but it's another movie where it's people like talking and determining like, oh, but I'm pregnant. You can't kill me. Like stuff like that. It's like a morality, ethical dilemma.
Yeah.
So, it's a different brand of horror, but I think it's adjacent at least.
There wasn't I was expecting there to be more ethical dilemma in this than there was. Like, especially with Kazan and stuff, like, I thought, like, there might be a little bit more of, like, the question of, like, who's worthy or whatever, but that really never kind of factors in. It's more detached than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
Yeah. It would be a good one for, like, if you're hanging out with friends and you have somebody in the group that doesn't like horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
If they don't want to be scared by ghosts or anything.
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's like, I don't want to have nightmares. It's like, well, you won't from Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you might you're gonna see a face get melted off.
That's
but
true.
I know, Graess. See, your calibration's starting to be all fucked up.
I
Dude.
know.
We fucked you up.
Yes, you have. You've corrupted my little brain.
Not sure what we're gonna do next. We have some ideas, but we're also kind of just working against a schedule because Ben actually leaves in a week, so we're gonna have to film something. Everyone's got shit going on at the
it's a
worst
busy
amount of time. But we'll have stuff for you. We'll have the James and James trilogy, as it were. But in any case, I'm James.
I'm James.
That was Ben.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I had What's in the Box flashbacks.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Good times.
Yeah.
You want to see us talk about either Mad Men or Game of Thrones?
You want to be one of the 270 people who watches us talk about Mad Men.
What's on the box on Practical Folks? Very good. You know what? That's where I learned coverage.
Sure.
Editing.
Yeah.
To illustrate what we're just
definitely.
talking about. Mm-hmm. Those never got copyright claimed.
No. Well, nobody watched them.
Oh, that's true. But until next time, we already did the sign off. This has been the Dead Meat Podcast.